Okay, so for Sec 1, right, I did say that we will be doing a little bit about something called the practical math. And I feel that this is very, right, very relevant. Honestly, right, honestly, look at my honest face, right? Honestly, whatever you learn in mathematics, right, from Sec 1 to Sec 4, or even from primary 1 all the way to Sec 4, right, you'll be asking yourself, teacher, when I, becomes older already, such math skill come into use or not? All right, you'll be questioning yourself, why do I need to learn all this? All right, okay, because when you go to your maybe a higher level, right, your tertiary and all this, if you are going into something called engineering, all right, and stuff. So if you go to engineering, obviously you must know math lah. Your math must be very good. All right, but what if you are going into, let's say, to become a lawyer? Lawyer, you need to have good math in what? Counting money. Counting money, you pass to me, I help you count lah. Correct or not? so can you see or not? So sometimes you'll be asking, why must do all these math questions? So difficult. All right. Okay. The reason why, right? The reason why is because, right, counting cases. Okay. The reason why is because at this moment, many of the children, right, like your age, right, you don't know what you want to be in future yet. You don't know. So maybe, who knows, if you suddenly develop a liking for math, right? Wow, next time you become math professor. If you become a math professor, right, do you think you need to be good in math? Duh. Or who knows, next time you want to be an engineer, you want to start building buildings, building ships and whatever, you want to build something. So your math must be very good also, right? Duh. So if you don't have it now, right, then in future, how? Correct or not? So many of the time is, at this moment, right, you are in the exploration phase whereby you're starting to explore, what am I good in? What do I like? Can you see or not? How many of you can tell me what you want to be in future already? All right, things might change, you see. So for me, Doreen, what do you want to be? Tell me. Tell me. If you want to share, you can share with me. For me, right, last time I wanted to be a policeman. I'm serious. Last time I wanted to be a policeman, but now I'm not a policeman. Wow. No one to be a surgeon. Very good. In terms of surgeon, right, means that probably your science has to be very good, especially your bio. All right, your biochemistry. You must know the parts of the human and all this. Yeah. In terms of math, maybe you need to calculate, how much how much certain medicine need to be pumped into the person before you go for the surgery, maybe. So there must be a little bit of mathematics in place also, lah. Hey, Doreen, what you want? You want to count pages? What does that mean? Oh, you want to be an author? Very good, very good. So you can write stories, lah. All right. If you need a mere leading star, you can look for me. Okay. I'm just kidding. So some of you want to be a doctor, a dentist. I get full marks for what? For the bio, is it probably? I want to be a teacher. Woo! All right, Shavani, you want to be a teacher? Good job. All right, so you must be able to teach math also. So your math must be good, right? So again, these are some of the reasons why you need to be good in math. Wow, Sharon want to be a F1 automobile engineer, F1. That's very good also. Oh, do you know what's a bucket list? Hey, I'm talking nonsense again at this moment. Okay, just to let you, you know what's a bucket list? All right, a bucket list is a list of items which I want to do, I want to fulfill before I okay. So there's a few things I want to do. Just to let you know, right? Number one, I want to go skydiving. Skydiving means jumping out from a plane, lah. All right, I want to do it in my lifetime. All right, skydiving. Have I done it? Yes, I did it. All right, I skydived when I was about 24, 25 years old. I went to Australia, Nagambi, and I jumped from a plane. All right, off a plane. Yes, correct. All right, so I did that already. Another thing I want to do is bungee jumping. Bungee means that there's a rope attached to your leg and you jump off a building. Yeah, I want to be Spider-Man. Thanks, Spider-Man. So bungee means jumping off a building. All right. I went to Macau a couple of years ago and I jumped off. All right. I went to Macau to jump off a bungee. Oh, your mom has done it? Very good. Very scary. I tell you, damn scary, lor. So there are certain things that I want to do. Another one is I want to get married. And I did it recently. Right, that's one of my bucket lists also, to start a family and all this. Right, and I have a very beautiful wife who knows how to cook and who knows how to take care of me. Whew, that is really a blessing. All right, and there's one more thing I want to do. All right, there's a few more lah. There's one more is talking about F1. That's the reason why I want to talk about this, all right? Because you told me that, Sharon, you told me that you want to be a F1 engineer, right? I want to be a F1 driver for just maybe just a few rounds, that's all. But what's the problem? You know the F1 car, right? The F1 car, the seat, right? The driver's seat is very small. And I'm too big a size. So I cannot squeeze in. So that one will be a very big problem. So unless I cut down on all my food intake and all this, right, I cannot squeeze into the vehicle. If I cannot squeeze into the vehicle, what happen? I cannot drive lah. So that bucket list cannot lah. I'm sorry. Unless I slim down lah. All right. Then there's a couple more. Yes, go Malaysia track. Yes, but I cannot go in. I cannot squeeze in. I'm too big. Hello, I'm 90 over kg, like 92 kg, like Robin. I cannot squeeze in. I want to. I know Malaysia got, but I cannot squeeze in. If I can go in, I cannot come out. So that's another problem. So there are other things like the bucket list, right? Consists of I want to go and watch a real life tennis match. Oh, I love tennis, the game. I don't know how to play. I know I don't know how to physically play, but I like the game. All right, I like the game. So I want to go and watch a live game, maybe in Wimbledon or maybe in Australia Open or something like that. That's one thing. All right, Sharon, you design an F1 just for me. Thank you. By the time, right, when you grow old, when you becomes a bit older and you learn how to develop a F1 car, right? Yes, maybe I'll be a little bit slimmer already. So I will give you my my length, my width, and my height. Yeah. Okay. Hey, I'm sorry. Why am I talking about myself? We're supposed to be talking about math, right? Practical mathematics, right? Okay. When we talk about practical mathematics, right, we are talking about things like what? Money exchange, simple interest, compound interest, profit and loss. All right. There's another portion. It's called the hired purchase. It's called the income tax. It's called about calculating the utilities and all this. All right. So all these are actually very practical things that you need to know. All right. 100%. All right. Because next time probably you need to buy a house. If you want to buy a house, what happen? All right, you have to borrow money from the bank. I mean, unless you are super rich lah, then you don't have to borrow money lah. So if you want to borrow money from the bank, obviously you must understand what does the meaning of interest means, right? How they calculate interest and how are you going to pay back and all this. You need to know, have a little bit of all this practical math. All right. Or next time you want to be a business person, you want to start to sell something. All right, you want to sell something online, you need to make a profit. So you need to know what's the meaning of profit and you need to know what's the meaning of losses and all this. All right, very easy to calculate lah. Very good lah. All right. So let's move into the lesson improper, right? Why am I talking to you about my bucket list? Oh, very funny. All right, I think I talking too much already. Then later I cannot finish my lesson, right? I totally understand. Okay. So let's see. Okay, so these are the things that you need, the same thing. And the very first question, we talk about money exchange. Very simple. All right, money exchange, very simple. Hey, got to go? Are you serious? Okay, never mind. Do come back for the recorded lessons, all right? It will be recorded and you can just easily download it again. Okay, so down here, right, what do you have? Oh, it's about me. Mr. Ong traveled to Europe. I wanted to, but because of Mr. COVID, cannot travel. To attend a conference. I need 3,500 euro for the trip. All right. The answer what? 1804.60. Hey, who said that? Charmaine, 1804.60 is correct, man? No lah, something's wrong. All right. So down here, Singapore $1 can exchange for euro 0.5156. So down here, right, what do? I'll write as Singapore dollar, $1 is equal to euro. This symbol means euro. 0.5156. And the question here, right, is to what? I want my euro 3,005. So I purposely put my euro 3,500 below down here. All right, so I purposely put euro. So my question to myself is from 0.5156, how do I get to this number? How? Times something, right? Times what? Okay. So once again, in mathematics, right, it's either this one times this one to give you this one, or you can reverse the step. You take what? You take 3,005 divided by 0.5156 to give you what? Down here, the number is 3499.48. All right. 3,500 divided by 0.5156. I pressed wrongly. All right, it's supposed to be 67. How did I get 3,000 plus? 36788.48. 0.207913. Can you see? So I always put the what? I always put this number below the what? Below the euro. How come? Euro must follow euro lah, huh? All right. So you have to multiply by 6788, right? So do the same on the other side. You also must do the same here. So down here must times 6788.207913. 1 times 677 answer is what? Singapore dollars 6788.207913 lah. All right, so this one is equal, but they want the answer to the nearest cent. Be careful. What is the meaning of nearest cent? Yes, Charmaine, you got it right. Answer is 0.21. All right, so Spider-Man, they want nearest cent. Nearest cent means what? Nearest cent means 2 decimal place. All right, the meaning of nearest cent means what? 2 decimal place. Okay, so we have 6788 point what? This is 1 decimal place, 2 decimal place. To determine the 0 to round up or to maintain, look at the next number, which is a 7. 7 is above 5, you round up. So 20 becomes 21. So this is your answer. Can you see that? All right, so just now somebody who get the funny answer, Charmaine, it's not 18, 04.60, it's too little. Like that, I don't want to go, I don't want to what already? I don't want to go Europe. Okay, answer correct. Yeah, Charmaine, 6788.21. This is for part A, like 1A, this is 1A. All right, this is for part 1A. Can? Easy, right? So euro just follow euro. Singapore just follow Singapore. All right, so the next question, next question, what do we have? Oh, I had a remainder of what? Euro 1025. Okay, this is the remainder of 1025 after spending the money. Then what happened? I decided to change back to Singapore dollars. However, right, I only receive what? Singapore, this number. All right, I only receive this amount here. All right, which means that what? Can I say that? Can I say that this is my euro and this is my Sing? Which means that what? Which means that my Sing dollars 2037.45 can be used to exchange euro 1025. Does it mean that? Can you see or not? My remaining euro of $1,025, what do? I change back to Sing dollar. And Sing dollar, I receive $2,037.45, which means that these two is supposed to be the same. All right, one is in euro, one is in Sing what? And the question was in Sing $1. Okay, can I go and find what is Sing $1? So my question to myself is 2037.45, how do I get to 1? You always learn to what? Divide by itself. Always learn to divide by itself. So you divide by 2037.45. If you do that on the left, remember to do that on your right. Divide by 2037.45. All right, so let me use my calculator. 1025 divided by 2037.45. What do I get? Oh, I get a what? Down here, I get a euro 0.5030798. Can you see? Oh, but the exchange rate is supposed to be what? Singapore $1 is to this one plus X. All right, so the Singapore $1, right? Can I purposely exchange for the euro 0.4142 plus X? Can you see? All right, so they are supposed to be the same. They are supposed to be the same. Euro equal to euro. All right, they are supposed to be the same. So my question to myself is, what is X? Easy, right? Yes, it's about 0.09. All right, but the question wants it as 4 significant figure, Doreen. So it's not 0.09 already. So in this case, I want to find X, right? X will be equal to what? 0.5030798 minus away your 0.4142. And therefore, your answer is minus 0.4142. Answer is 0.0888798. The question wants a 4 significant figure. What's the meaning of 4 significant? The 0 in front, not counted. The first significant is this one. 1 significant, 2 significant, 3 significant, 4 significant. To determine whether the 7, Charmaine, no. There's another 8 missing. All right, to determine whether the 7 to round up or to maintain, you have to look at the next number. Next number is a 9, is above 5. So the 7 have to round up to become an 8. All right, so your answer, approximate sign, 0.08888. Declare to your teacher 4 significant figure like that. All right, and that's the way to do it. Mr. Byrne, my calculator is Casio FX 82 ms. Oh no, 82 ah. I don't know what is 82, but 82, I don't know. Do you want to get the latest calculator? Because 82, I think there might be some function that don't have. You cannot use the equation or something like that. I don't know. All right. I have 96 SG plus. I got 97 SGX. All right. 82 MS. I think I see it before. All right. But I cannot remember really specifically what function it has and what function it doesn't. All right. So if you have Casio, this calculator, FX97 SGX, this is the one of the latest. That would be great if you have it. All right, but if you don't have it, it's okay. Don't worry. All right, we will be able to find ways to get to the answer. Okay, so question 1 is done. Yes. F960SG. Yours is Canon. How come got so many brands? All right, but for Singapore, usually we use Casio or Sharp. You have to follow according to what the SEAB, the examination board, they have a list of calculator that can be used. So probably you can check your Canon, see can use or not. All right. If can use, go ahead, but must know how to use it. Okay. I'm in Singapore. Very good, Spider-Man. Spider-Man. Okay, question 2, right? Question 2 is about this money exchange, but it's a little bit more challenging. All right. What's the challenge? The challenge is that they give you in a table format. All right, they give you in a table format. For PSLE, is it, Doreen? For PSLE, can. Okay, I see. All right, but usually for Set 1, I don't know. Your teacher might ask you to change a new calculator. I don't know. All right, it really depends on what your teacher wants. Can just follow your school teacher's instruction. Don't worry. All right, we are all here to help you. So question 2 is talking about the money exchange, but in terms of a table form. You must know how to read the table. Can? So down here, do you see the selling and buying? You see the buying and selling? These two, please, you must know it as from what? This two is actually from the money changers what perspective. It's from the money changer perspective. All right. So these two numbers, right, is actually what? The money changer buys. The money changer sells. All right. Or sometimes beside the money changer, right, we can use the word banker. All right. Because the banker and the money changer, they help you do the exchange in the cash. Okay. So for instance, I want to go to US. All right, I want to go to US to visit our dear friend just now. He ran away. All right, I want to go to US. I cannot use my Sing dollar to buy a fried rice in US, right? So how? I need to exchange my Singapore dollar for US dollar. Then with this US dollar, I can go to US to buy my fried rice. Can you see that not? All right. So I need to exchange money. So I exchange with who? I exchange with the money changer. I exchange with the banker. All right. But there's this buy and sell. What does this mean? Okay. This buy and sell is actually, as I say, from the bankers or the money changers perspective. For instance, I want to go to US. I want to go to US. I want to buy US dollar. If I want to buy US dollar, somebody must be there to sell me. Who? The money changer lah. All right, the money changer or the banker. So the banker will have to sell me. So you have to look at the sell rate here. Can you see or not? So you must understand the story. Whose perspective are you looking at? Cannot. I want to go to USA. I want US dollar. I want to buy US dollar. Somebody want to sell. Who? The money changer sells me US dollar. So you must look at this number here. Can you see or not? Then now I come back from US already. I'm back in Singapore. All right, I'm back in Singapore. I don't want my remaining US dollar. I want to what? I want to sell back my US dollar. I don't want already. Right? Because I'm in Singapore. If I in Singapore, I use US dollar, not very smart of me, lah. Right? So I want to sell away my US dollar on hand. So if I want to sell, somebody want to buy. Who? The money changer and the banker, they want to buy. So you have to look at this other rate. So you must understand the story. All right. It's either you are buying or you are selling. All right. But remember, if you buy, the money changer will want to sell you. If I'm selling, the money changer will want to buy from me. Can you see or not? So you must understand who, what the story is talking about. That's the reason why question 2 is a little bit more challenging. You must understand the table. So that's the first thing to understand. The second thing to understand is the number here. What does 1.95 means? This 1.95 represents what? Singapore dollar to 1 unit of foreign currency. It means what? It means that Singapore dollar, $1.95, is equal to 1 unit of foreign currency. Means that this one is pound. Right? Sterling pound is go to UK. If you go to England and all this, it's equivalent to 1 pound. So pound 1. So that's the presentation. Or what does this $16.70 means? Singapore dollar to 100 unit of foreign currency. So I can say that Singapore dollar, $16.70 is equal to what? Here we are talking about Hong Kong dollar and it's 100 units. So it's Hong Kong dollar 100. So the number here represents this exchange. So you must be able to read it. All right. So after reading this, let's go into the question. Using the table below, calculate the amount received if I or he were to exchange what? Singapore 2450 to sterling pound. Means what? He wants to what? He wants sterling pound, right? He wants to exchange Singapore dollars to sterling pounds, right? So he wants to buy. He wants to buy. He wants to buy pounds. All right. So if he wants to buy, what happened? The banker wants to sell. So you are supposed to look at the sell rate here. Because the buying and selling is from the bankers, the money changes perspective. So you're supposed to look at the sell rate. All right. So the sell rate $2 means what? Singapore $2 is equal to what? 1 unit of foreign currency means pound 1. That is the exchange rate. So if I have Singapore dollar 2450, what is my pound? All right. So from 2, how do I get to 2450? All right. It's a times what? I will take 2450, divide by 2 first. 1225 times 1225. If I times 1225 on the left, remember I need to times 1225 on my right. So Doreen, you are correct. Answer is 1225. That's the first answer. All right, so you must understand the table. Very, very important. Cool? All right, so let's move on to the next question. All right, oh, there's still some students coming in. Hello, Susan. Hello, Xander. All right, good to have you here. All right, question AII. Question AII. Let's take a look. Okay. So question AII, what is happening? Sherman, you say 2A1 is 1225. Correct. I did say it's correct already. Good job. All right, good job. All right, so for A part 2, oh, he wants to exchange Hong Kong dollar. He don't want Hong Kong dollar already. He want to exchange it for Singapore dollar. So he don't want the Hong Kong dollar. He wants to what? He wants to sell. He wants to sell his Hong Kong dollars. Can you see not? Because he want to exchange it for Singapore dollar. All right. So he don't want his Hong Kong dollar. Don't want means what? He want to let go. He want to sell it away. He want to sell his Hong Kong dollar. Then what happened? The money changer want to buy back. So you are supposed to look at this number here. The money changer want to buy back. The banker want to buy back. All right. So remember the buying and the selling is from the banker's perspective. So what does this number mean? This number means that Singapore $16.40 actually represents what? 100 unit of foreign currency, which means Hong Kong dollars, $100, something like that. Can you see? And now your Hong Kong 22520 put where? All right, Hong Kong dollar put under Hong Kong dollars. Can you see? 22520. So at this moment, how? From here, how to get to here? Times what? All right. I thought the answer is 5,009 cos $2 is 1 sterling pound. Let me look at the previous answer. All right, you're talking about A part 2, is it? All right, so 1 pound is equal to Singapore $2, Xander. All right, 1 pound is equal to Singapore $2. They are looking for Singapore 2,450. Singapore 2,450. Can you see or not, Xander? All right, so 2 times 1225 gives you 2450, right? All right, so 1 must also times 1225 lah. Can you see or not? This part, this is correct. 1225 is correct. All right, so you can think of it as 1 pound is equal to Singapore $2. I have Singapore 2,450. How much pound do I have? All right, you have to divide by 2. Can, Xander? All right, slowly. All right, so Singapore dollar put under Singapore dollar lah. Okay, good. All right, so down here, Hong Kong dollar put under Hong Kong dollar. From 100, how do you get to 22520? I take 22520 divided by 100 is equal to times 225.2. right? If I times 225.2 on the right-hand side, I need to do the same on the left-hand side. This is called what? This is called rate. Rate means what? 1 apple, $2. 2 apple, $4. All right, so 225.2 times $16.40. And my answer down here will be Singapore dollar 3,693.28. All right, that's your answer. All right. Yes, John, Paul. Yes, you're right. Clever. All right, clever boy. So that's how you deal with the what? The table. Okay. All right, let's take a look at this one. The next question here. For those who are writing down, right, maybe you can actually write faster. It's either that or you can take a phone and take down the picture. All right, so at least when you want to do it yourself, you have an idea of what's happening. Worst come to worst, don't worry. 2 days later, right, this video, right, is recorded. This video will be uploaded into our website. All right, it will bring you to a link, to a YouTube link, and you're able to revisit this video once again. All right, so in any case, if you miss anything, don't worry. All right, we are always here for you. All right, question 2B, what's happening? Oh, if the blogger wants US $600, he wants US $600 in exchange, all right, and he gave Singapore $1,000. So what he wants US, right? He wants US dollar. He wants US dollar. Means what? He wants to buy. He wants to buy US dollar. All right. So if you want to buy, who wants to sell? The banker or the money changer wants to sell. If they want to sell, you should be looking at the sell rate here. And what does the 1.27 represents? The 1.27 represents Singapore dollar 1.27, because down here states that Singapore dollar to 1 unit of foreign currency. 1 unit, and the foreign currency we're talking about here is US dollar. So this is equal to US dollar 1. All right, to 1 unit of foreign currency. So this is the exchange rate. So he wants US $600. So US $600 put down here. All right, US $600 put down here. Ask yourself, how to get to 600 times 600? And Doreen, 238 is correct. Smart girl. Girl, right? I think so. All right, so you times 600 on the right. Please remember to times $600 on your left. So you got your 1.27 times $600. And that will be 762 Sing dollars. But he gave the what? He gave the banker or he gave the money changer $1,000. How much must he get back? Of course he will get back some money, right? So Singapore $1,000, you give the cashier or you give the money changer or the banker, you only change 762. So it means that you will get back $238. Yes, Charmaine, you're right. All right, you get back Sing dollars 238. Can you understand the question? All right, so question 1, right, is simple. They just tell you what is the exchange. Just go and do your rate. 1 apple, $2, 3 apple, $6, and so on. Can you see not? But question 2 is a little bit more challenging. They give you a table. They ask you to understand from the table. That is the slight challenge here. All right, so you must understand that the buying and the selling is from the bankers, is from the money changers perspective. That is very important. And remember, if I want to go to other countries, I want to go to, let's say, I want to go to Malaysia. All right, I need what? Malaysia ringgit. So how? I need to buy the Malaysia ringgit. And somebody, the banker or the money changer, will want to sell it to me. So I need to look at the sell rate. All right, but if I come back to Singapore, all right, I don't need Malaysian ringgit. I cannot use it in Singapore. So I want to sell away my Malaysian ringgit. The banker or the money changer will buy back from me. So you look at the buy rate. Can you understand? All right, this is very important. Many people get confused over the table. All right, but you are not, because you are being taught by me. All right, that's not important again. Come, next question. All right, question 3 is talking about something called simple interest. How come got something called interest one? Okay, interest is something whereby, right, if you put money in the bank will take your money. Yes, Susan, you got a question? You raise your hand, Susan. You want to say something? All right, if you want to say something, maybe you can just let me know, then I can let you speak. Okay, anyway, for interest, right, what's the meaning of interest is that, for instance, you put your money in the bank, all right? At the end of maybe 3 years or 5 years, the bank will give you extra money. This extra is called interest. Sure, how come got such good things? You put money in the bank, they give you extra money. Got such good things. All right, got All right, that's something called savings now. All right, if you put some monies into the savings, right, you'll get some extra money. Have you ever wondered how come got extra money given to you? What do the bank do? All right, just to let you know, the bank is like a organization. The bank is like it's like a business also. All right, what the bank do is the bank take your money, take my money, take everybody's money. All right, and they go and invest. All right, they go and invest in maybe other countries, or they go and invest in other companies that will be doing well and all this. So when the company do well, right, what happened? All right, the company will have to pay back the bank, all right, some money. So the bank will receive all this extra money. And what do? They will give you a little bit. They'll say, thank you for lending me your money to invest in other people. And because that business did well, okay, everybody benefit. Hi, Susan. Hi. Hi, Susan, do you want to say something? All right, if you want to say something, you let me know. All right, then I can unmute you, then you can speak to the class. All right. Yes. So yes, you can call it annual fee and all this. Yeah. All right. But ultimately, it's something called interest, which is something called the extra. All right. So if you put money in the bank, you get some extra. That is one situation. Another situation is if you borrow money from the bank. Right. For instance, for me, all right, I give a real life example to my primary 5 recently. I bought a house. And of course, I do not have so much money to pay everything in full. So what do? I borrow from the bank, and the bank charges me certain kind of interest. All right. So on top of paying what I need to pay, I still have to pay extra back to the bank. Why? Because I borrow money from them. All right. I took a loan from them. All right. That's also called interest. All right. So the bank also sees me as a, see me as a investment, maybe. All right. So they lend the money to me. I pay them, and I pay them extra. So they use the extra to pay some other people. Can see or all right. So this extra is something called interest. Just to give you a heads up of what's the meaning of interest. All right. And for interest, right, simple interest, right, there's a formula that you need to remember. Interest is I is equal to what? PRT over 100. The meaning of I, right? This I represents simple interest. All right. I think this one you can write it down. It's important. The formula. P represents the what? P represents the principal amount. All right. P represents the principal amount. Principal amount means what? The beginning amount, the loan. What's the meaning of annum? Annum Victoria, it means yearly. All right. Every time you see this annum, right, it means yearly. Don't worry so much. It means per year. Can, Victoria? All right. So P represents the principal amount, the starting amount, the amount that you deposit. So sometimes they can use the word deposit. Sometimes they can use the word loan. All right. And R. R is the what? R is called the rate. The rate is in percentage. All right. It's usually rate per year. And T. This is very important. Can you please write it in a different color? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to write it in orange. All right. T means the time. And please remember, the time must be in years format. All right. It must be in a years format. All right. Okay, so now let's go and talk about this question. Calculate the simple interest on 8,650. So this amount is like your principal amount. 8 months, cannot. The time must be in years format. Months, how to change to years? Divide by 12. So 8 divided by 12. All right, 8 divided by 12 is what? All right, you cannot give it as a month. You must give it as a year. Must be in years format. 2/3. So down here is 2/3 years. All right. And the 5 represents the rate. Can you see? So with all these numbers, right? Just put into your formula. I is equal to P. What is P? P is 8,650 times what? R. R is your 5. 5 is over 100 what? So 5 over 100. All right. Times what? Times your time. Your time is 2/3 years. This one must be in years format. Very important. And what you do? Press your calculator lah. Come on. All right. Just press. So you have 8,650 times 5 times 2 over 3. The whole thing divided by 100. So the interest alone, right, will be $288 and 33333. A lot of 3. It's a recurring decimal. I represents the interest alone. Is that what the question wants? The question wants to find the simple interest, yes. But what do? There's a lot of decimal. Usually for money, you give to 2 decimal place. Usually for money. All right, if the question never say, I will give to 2 decimal place. All right, but I will not say 2 decimal place. I will say nearest cent. The meaning of nearest cents means what? 2 decimal place. That would be great. All right. So usually for money, we give to 2 decimal place if the question never say. Is that clear? All right. So moving on, 3A, okay, right? It's just by the formula. Trust me. T means time. Time must be in years. All right. For part B, it's a little bit more challenging already, I think, because they want you to what? To play with the formulas. All right. So let's not play with this first. Let's go to part 3C first, Ken. All right. 3C, I think it's easier. So let's go and do 3C. Later, then we're going to do 3B. All right. Promise. So what do we have? A sum of $780. This one is invested. Oh, so this is the principal amount. All right, this is the amount that you put in the bank. Let's say simple interest. Simple interest means I is equal to P RT over 100. That's the formula. Okay, and it amounts to this number after 5 years. So the time is what? The time is 5 years. And this one is this amount is what? All right, this amount is the total. This amount is the total after 5 years. Total means what? Could you go back to part A? Here, Celeste. All right, this is for part A. All right, if you can do a quick photo shoot at it. All right, take a quick picture. For part B, let me skip first. I will be coming back to it. Right, but I think that part C will be a little bit easier. If not, I don't want to frighten you away. Right, you will think that, yeah, how come math, everything so difficult one? Celestine, okay? I assume okay, Celestine? Okay, Okay. Okay. So part B, wait. Give me a chance. Okay, good. Okay, now here. Part C, So the 955 and 50 cents, this is the what? This is the total amount that you receive. And what does total amount means? Total amount means that, right, inside here consists of your principal amount, means that your beginning amount, plus your what? Plus your interest, plus the extra. All right, this total amount is everything, including your what? Including your interest. Susan, I saw your thumbs up. Very good. All right. So 955 and 50 cents, right, is the final amount. But the formula is talking about what? The formula is talking about the interest there. I is equal to PRT over 100. How do you find I? Isn't it simple? This is the principal amount. Principal is the beginning amount. This is the final amount. How come there's an increase? Because extra money given to you, right? Just minus lah. So you take 955 and 50 cents. This is the final amount you get after 5 years, minus the amount that you put in. Isn't that the extra amount? That will be your what? Interest, correct or not? And that answer will be $175.50. Correct or not? Does it make sense? This is just the extra. All right, what's the meaning of extra? Interest. Can you see or not? You take what you have at the end minus what you have in the beginning. There's this difference. This difference is your extra. Extra means what? The interest. Can you see? So now with this interest, right, what can you do? Can I go and find the rate per annum? Right, the rate means I'm looking for R. So I'm using this formula again. I equal to P R T over 100. What is I? I is the interest. Interest is here, which is 175.50. Is equal to P. What is P? P is 780. Times, what is the rate? I don't know. If I know, I will answer part 2 already, right? I don't know. So R lah. And the time is a 5 years period. Over what? Over 100. Can you see? Yeah? So there's only one thing that you don't know, which is what? Which is your R. Can you see the beauty of mathematics and their formula? Everything got, only one thing don't have. Find that one thing lah. So down here, what you do? All right. Down here, I can actually do a cross multiplication if I want to. All right. Single fraction equal to single fraction one. I cross multiply. So I take 100 times upwards. All right. I take 1 times this one. Single fraction equals single fraction, cross multiply. That's why you need to solve. Solving is important. Can you go back to question 3A and B? Wait, Ken? JJ, wait, give me a moment. All right, question B I haven't do yet. Don't worry. All right, so you give me a moment. I'll do part C first. All right, question B, we'll do it later together. So down here, we do a cross multiplication. So 175.5 times 100. 175.5 times 100. That will give you a 17550. 1 times 780 times R times 5. Will be like that. Can you see not? Cross multiply. 780 can times 5, right? Can, then times that. If can do, just do. All right, if can do, just do. So down here will be 3,900 times R. Down here will be 17,550. How do you find your R? All right, down here is a times, bring across is a divide. So you take 17,550. He's already here. Don't disturb him. Whoever comes, go beneath him. 3,900. And your final answer for R will be equal to 17,550 divided by 3,900. Answer will be a 4.5. 4.5 what? 4.5%. And that's your answer. All right, this is for question 3C. 4.5. John, Paul, yes, you're right. Good job. Smart. Can you see that? So sometimes in math, it's like that. They give you the principal, the rate, and the time. They want you to find interest. Sometimes they give you interest, they give you the principal, and the time they want you to find rate. It's like that. This is math. That's why people think it's difficult. Actually, it's not difficult. You got the formula, you put in the formulas at the right places, to put in the numbers at the right places. What happened? Find the unknown. That's all. So don't stress yourself. Come on, chill, man. People, chill. All right, so this is for question 3C. Can I move to question 3B now? 3B, Charmaine, your answer is 822. Nope, I'm sorry, Charmaine. Answer is a nice number. Yours got decimal, mine got no decimal. I think mine is correct. All right, then to over 31.5 over 780 times 100%. Okay, can. JJ, can, no problem. Right, what JJ did, right, is he purposely do the right-hand side. He takes 780 times 5 equal to 3,009 divided by 100. So he do everything on the right-hand side. So it's 39R. So the 39 you bring across is still 4.5. Yeah, correct. JJ, a bit different. Yeah, I know. But it's the same thing in a way. Can? All right, now let's go back to question 3B. Yeah, let's go. Okay. So down here, right, 3B, JJ, 3A later. 3A later. Let's do 3B first. Can? Okay, for 3B, what is happening? What do I have? Let me check. Lucy invested a sum of money. What is the sum of money? I don't know. Oh no. P is missing. The sum of money is missing. Oh no. 2% per year means that the what? The rate is 2%. Good. I got the R. I got R. Simple interest. Good. I got the formula. I is equal to P RT over 100. Good. I got all this information. If she had 10,030, in her account. So this is the what? This is the final amount. This amount is the final amount. This is the total amount that she has after 9 years, which means the time is what? Time is in 9 years and it's in years format. Very good. Can you see? So calculate the sum of money that's invested. That means you want to find P. You don't know what is P. So you have the final amount, but it's not going to help me. The final amount is not going to help me. Why? Because the formula, right? The formula is I is equal to what? P R T over 100. Correct or not? This is the formula. And what does the final amount consist of? You must ask yourself. This final amount, right? We call it A. This final amount actually consists of your principal amount plus the extra, the interest. Am I right? Just now I did say here. Look here. My final amount is equal to principal plus interest. That's the reason why I want to do this question first. All right, then I fall back to part 3B. I said you don't understand. All right, so this is like the second example. You should have a better understanding. All right, maybe not 100% you understand, but it's okay. At least your understanding is slightly better. So the final amount, right? The amount that you receive at the end of, let's say, 9 years, what does it consist of? It consists of the principal amount, the amount that you have invested, plus the extra. The extra is the interest. That's why the amount here represents the principal plus interest. All right, A stands for amount, P stands for principal, and I stand for interest. Okay, so what happens here? Okay, I need to find what is my interest, right? How you find interest? Interest is actually equal to what? Interest, isn't it actually equal to the amount minus the principal? Which means that it's the part 3C again. Can you see that? I want to find my interest here. What do? I take my final amount minus the what? The beginning amount. And the differences is the interest. So I hope that question 3C you can better understand. then 3B, you know, because the question is a little bit short. It's not broken down into parts for you to answer. They just throw you like that, one paragraph. How to do? Yeah lah, how to do lah. That's why you must have a basic understanding first before we can proceed on. Okay, so the interest, right, the extra is actually equal to the final amount minus the beginning amount. So I purposely change this I into final amount minus principal amount. Can you see? This I represents the interest. Interest is equal to the final amount minus the principal amount, equal to the principal times rate times time over 100. All right, so what am I doing here? I'm just trying to manipulate. I'm just trying to change my formula a little bit with knowledge that I have. All right, with the clues that I have. Okay, let's go. So down here, what do I have? Amount. What is the amount? Amount is your $10,030. What is the principal? I don't know. Minus P is equal to P. What is P? I don't know P. What is R? R is a 2 over 100. What is T? T is a 9. Can you see or not? So you have all the numbers, you just put it in. And can you see something? There is one thing that is missing, which is your P lah, ne? This is something that you got to solve. So what you do? Slowly. All right. For this, I will follow just now a JJ's method actually. I will do my right hand side first. 2 times 9 will give you a 18. 18 divided by 100. 2 times 9 is 18. 18 divided by 100 will give you a 0.18. So down here, I write 0.18 P. Can you see? 2 times 9 is 18. Divided by 100 is 0.18 P. And you still have your 10,030 here minus P. And many of you, you say, hey, yeah, what to do? Very familiar. Okay, let me give you something even more familiar. In front of the negative P, right? The negative P on there, what is in front of the P? It's actually a 1. Do you know that? The 1 is hidden. So minus 1P, I bring across the equal sign. What does it give me? It gives me a plus 1P. Can you see or not? Then you can easily solve for your P. So you have your 0.18P here. You have your 10,030 here. So what is left? 0.18 plus 1. 0.18 plus 1 will give you a 1.18. So down here is 1.18P. And down here is 10,030. All right, you are looking for P. Don't forget that. All right, Spider-Man, 1.18P, you're correct, is equal to 10,000. You're looking for P. So in the center of 1.18 and P is a times. Times you bring across is a divide. So P is actually equal to 10030 divided by 1.18. Charmaine, what answer do you get? Do you still get 8224.6? Oh, no. Do you? 10030 divided by 1.18. Answer is 8,005. Yes, John, thank you. Yes. So Charmaine, you know your mistake? 8,005 is the correct answer. Good job. So this type of question, people think that it's difficult. Why? Because it's a working backwards. They give you the final answer and ask you to find what is principal. People don't like the working backwards. All right, but for you, you should be flexible. All of you should be flexible. All right, math is all about these two directions, going forward and going backwards. Okay? Okay. So at this moment, right, it's actually after question 3, I want to give you guys a break. All right, so for JJ, I think you want to look at question 3A. All right, let me flash out question 3A for you. And I have a break time question for you guys. All right, it's about counting. Charmaine, it's not 1530, it's 8500. How come your 3B is 1530? My answer is 8,500. Can you please check? All right, look at my working. Oh, you did an extra step by accident. Yeah. Must delete away that step. Can? Be careful, because sometimes I tell you, when you are in the exam hall, it's quite stressed and all this. Wow, everything you forget one. That is the scary part. All right, so you have to try to be careful at every stage. Stay calm. All right, stay calm. Don't panic. Okay, so for JJ, question 3A, this is the one that you are looking at. Can you please take a picture, JJ? All right, because I want to go to the break time question. I want to see how many of you got it correct. Okay, so question 3A, please take a picture. And I'm going to move into our break time question right now. Okay, I'm done. Good. Thank you. Okay, here. Question. For those who want to go toilet, please go toilet. 3 minutes break. Right, 3 minutes break. Okay. Those who don't want to go toilet, you can look at this. Question, how many triangles? I keep quiet because I talk a lot. Then I very naggy, I know. All right, question is how many triangles? Go. You only got one chance. Everybody, you only got one chance to the answer. How many triangles? Okay, okay. Shh. Okay, Robin, your answer is 30. Nope. Jethro, your answer is 40. Nope. Deborah, your answer is 32. Nope. Kelvin, your answer is 1. Obviously, it's wrong. Robin, you only got one chance. It's not 31 also. Okay, I give you 2 chances, Robin. Special. Because you're the first person to answer. John, answer is 29 is wrong. Sharon, where are you? Because Sharon, that time he got it correct for me. Come on. You guys are Sec 1, Sec 2, you know. Sec 1, Sec 2 means age 13, 14. Come on. 125, Spider-Man, are you kidding? We got so many triangles. Victoria, 35. Wrong. All right, Sharon is still calculating. Doreen, 53. Got so many, meh? Susan, 45. No. And the first person who got it, JJ. Wow. Thumbs up for you, JJ. You got it, JJ. 48. And classmate of Lance, Adrian, and Jarek. Yes, 48 is correct again. Good job. All right, you are a little bit slower than JJ, but JJ is the one. All right. Good job, JJ. Thumbs up for you. Okay, Charmaine, now then for 48, correct. All right. So down here, right, what to do? My question is how many triangles are there? All right. So this is how I count. Victoria 42 is wrong. Answer is 48 already. All right. So what do I do? So usually, right, for math, right, we have to go to the question in a very systematic approach because a systematic approach always works. So let's talk about the small triangle. One small triangle like this. How many are there? You count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. There's 25 of it. Correct or not? All right. So the small triangle got 25. Okay, now, systematic approach. One level, this is one level. We have to look at the 2-level triangle. Huh? Got 2-level triangle there, like that, lor. Is this called a triangle? Yes. How many are there? Look here. This is 1. This is 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Can you see not? For a 2 levels one, there's 10 already. Can you see? My question is how many triangles? Okay, I never say big or small. You must give me what. I say how many triangles. I don't care. All right, if it's a triangle, you have to count it already. All right, and overlap a little bit is okay, but it's still counted as just a distinct triangle itself. Right? So the 2 levels one is 10 of it. Next one, after 2 levels is what? 3 levels one. All right, how does a 3 levels look like? This is a 3 levels. Okay, is there? Yes, this is a 3 level. Look here. This is 1. Correct? 2. Yes, upside down also got. Good. 3. All right, there's 3 here. 3, 4, 5, and 6. So for 3 levels, one is 6. All right, Doreen, upside down, I counted already. It's all in is 48. All right, so down here got 3 levels and 4 levels. 4 levels. 4 levels looks like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that. All right, is there 4 levels? Yes, this is a 4 level one. Can you see? Okay, there's 1, there is 2, and there's 3. All right, 4 levels got 3. Okay, Sharon was typing when JJ answered. It's okay, it's okay. All right. Okay, next one, next one. Is there a 5-level triangle? Yes, there's only 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like that, like that, like that, like that, like that. Okay. This one only got 1. Right? So this is 1. Okay, so total down here got how many? 25 plus 10, 35. 35 plus 10 is 45. So total down here is 45. Eh? But teacher, you still got 48. Got. Upside down. All right. So just now Doreen reminded me got upside down. Yes. Upside down for those that is like that one. Double layer upside down. It looks something like that. Like that. Okay, how many of these? Look, there's only double layer upside down. 1, 2, 3. Is it? Yeah, my eyes pain already. 1, 2, 3 here, sorry. Can you see? Total is 3. Yeah, one more. Okay. All right, so total there are 3 upside down one. So what am I doing here? Is this math? Of course, it's math. Math is all about what? A bit of pattern, a bit of observation skill, and a little bit of what? Systematic approach to answering the question. If you anyhow count, here a bit, down there a bit, got 2, got 3, how to count? You will definitely double count or you definitely miscount. So why do you want to put yourself in that kind of situation? All right, so always do things in a systematic approach for mathematics. Can? So this is how you do it. Answer is what? Total answer is 48. All right. So hopefully this one is supposed to be your break time question. So those of you never go for the toilet break, hopefully you learn something extra. Can? All right. Come, let's go on into our next question. Question 4. Okay, question 4 is something a little bit different. All right. There's something called the compound interest. All right. The meaning of compound interest is quite scary. All right, the meaning of compound is actually quite scary. What is the meaning of compound? It means add-on. To me, it means add-on. All right. So when you talk about adding on, right, every year, right, the interest will be different. Okay, the interest will be the same actually, but the principal amount will be different. All right. So a quick example, just a quick example, a quick example on the right-hand side. All right. So I'm comparing something called simple interest versus something called compound interest. Are you okay? All right. For example, SI stand for simple interest, CI stand for compound interest. Let's say I got what? Let's say I got $10,000. All right, $10,000. And let's say the rate is at, let's say 5%. It's easier to calculate. I'm just giving a side example, right, children? I'm just giving a side example. Let's say the rate is 5% and I have $10,000. Okay? So on the very first year, I put into the bank. All right, on the very first year, I put into the bank. What happened? Okay. The bank gives, I put in the bank $10,000 for the simple interest. I put into another bank that has compounded interest, let's say $10,000 also. All right, I want to show you the why is it different. Okay, and the interest is 5% per year. All right, so down here must plus an additional 5%. All right, so 5% is how much? I press my calculator. 5 over 100 times 10,000. So there's an additional of what? Plus additional $500. All right. So there's this positive 5%, which will be $500. Okay. So at the end of the year, right? At the end of the year, I'll receive $10,000 plus additional $500. At the end of the year, I'll receive another $10,500. Is this okay? Hey, sure, nothing different. Why? Oh, yeah, okay, chill, relax. All right. This is for the first year. First year, they are the same. Second year, what happened? Second year, the meaning of simple interest means, right, they still take my beginning $10,000, right? Because I started off with $10,000. Right, I started off with $10,000. So second year, they still take my $10,000 and they give me a 5%. 5% is another $500. Can you see? All right. So my very first year, right, I earned $500 already. All right. My second year, I earned another $500. So at the end of the second year, how much do I get? I have my $10,000 plus my first year $500 plus my second year $500. So at the end of the second year, I got $11,000. Is that okay? All right. And My compound interest, eh? How come got difference? Okay, compound interest is a little bit different on the second year already. Remember my beginning amount is 10,000? All right, my beginning amount is 10,000. However, the meaning of compound means that, all right, on my second year, the bank will not take my 10,000. The bank will take my $10,500, which is inclusive of what? Which is inclusive of the interest for my first year. So the bank take my 10,000 plus the extra $500, which is my interest, and they give me an additional 5% interest on top of it. Wow. So what is 5% of 10,500? Is 525. Wow. That means I get an additional $525. Can you see or not? Instead of the simple interest only, $500, I get an extra $25. Can you see or not? Because what? I reinvest. All right. I re-put in the money I have into the bank. Can you see or not? So it's an add-on process. So simple interest means that they every time take 10,000, 10,000. Third year, also 10,000. However, compound interest is what? Every year they add on. They give my interest, they put it back into my principal. They take my interest and they put back into my principal to make my amount more. So here I'm starting off with 10,500. 5% will be more. Right? So now at the end of the year, right, I will have how much? I will have 10,000 in the beginning, plus $500 for my first year interest, plus my second year 525. So on my second year, I will receive 11,025. Is it more than the simple interest? Yes. Shermaine asks, is compound interest a better thing than simple interest? Yes, if you are investing with the bank. If you are investing with the bank and the bank gives you compound interest, yes, it's a good thing. However, if you borrow money from the bank and the bank charges you simple interest, it's a bad thing lah. Correct or not? Because every time, right, you try to pay up, but after you pay up, it seems to be you will not finish paying up. All right, so you keep owing them more money. All right, so it depends on the perspective. Shermaine, the question is compound interest a better thing than simple interest? It depends on the position you are standing. All right, if you put in the money, if you are the investor, and the bank give you compound interest, thank you, bank. But if you are borrowing from the bank and the bank charges you compound interest, oh, I don't want to borrow. Can you see or not? So it really depends on which position you're standing on. Can? So as you can see, this simple illustration, right, is whereby compound interest is an add-on. So your number will keep getting bigger and bigger. All right, for compound interest. But simple interest is very simple. Every year 10,000. Third year also 10,000. All right. So down here, right, down here is you must just have a basic understanding lah. Okay, so for compound interest, is there a formula? Yes. Simple interest got formula, compound interest also got formula. This is the formula, write this down. So for compound interest, right, is given as A is equal to P, 1 plus R over 100 to the power of N. All right, what does A represents? A represents the final amount. All right, this formula, right, it gives you the final amount. What does final amounts mean? Just now the same thing. The meaning of final amounts means the principal plus the interest. All right, the final amount is actually the amount that you invested plus the extra money you get. All right, so the final amount represents A. So this A represents the final amount. Okay, and what does the final amount represents? It represents the principal plus your interest. The P, same thing. It represents the principal amount, all right, the amount that you put in with the bank. R represents the rate, all right, it's usually given as a percentage, right? It's always given as a percentage. And N is not time. N is called number of periods. Number of periods. All right, I need to, for this portion, right, I will show you by example. And hopefully by example, you understand what is happening. Can? Promise. Can? So now let's take a look at what we have. This question. Matthew invested $8,000. Invested means what? This is the principal amount. The first answer is 10099.8 to smart boy. Oh, is it boy? I think so. All right, I don't know. All right, the classmate of Lance, Adrian, and Jarek. All Right, answer is 10099.82. Good. Smart, whoever you are. Right. Right. So down here, right, P is $8,000. 6% is what? 6% is the rate. All right. Per annum means per year. This word very important. Compounded what? Compounded interest, compounded annually. Do you see this word? All right. This word compounded annually. Because later, right, the question, right, will change a little bit. They will say compounded half yearly. They will say compounded monthly. Don't worry. All right. So what's the meaning of compounded yearly? I will show you later. You are supposed to find the total amount he has in the bank after 4 years. 4 years is the what? It's like the time, right? Okay. So what happens here is I will do this. Every time you got this type of question, please trust me. Draw a little timeline like this. A small one. All right. So the meaning of what? Compounded annually. The meaning of compounded yearly means the bank will consolidate your money every year. All right. So every year, one time down here, like the bank here, all right, every 1 year, this is called 1 year, they will pay you money one time. All right. So this yellow line, right, is 1 year lah, huh? So this arrow shows that what? The bank will give you extra money one time. That is the meaning of compounded annually. But we are talking about 4 years, right? 4 years means what? 4 years means 4 of these. This is year 1, this is year 2, this is year 3, and this is year 4. All right. So every year, right, compounded annually means the bank gives you money 1 year, one time. So 1 year, one time, 1 year, one time, 1 year, one time, 1 year, one time. Can you see? So in this case, right, the bank gives you how many times? 4 times, right? So we call this N. We call this number of period. So there are 4 periods here. N is equal to 4. Not every time is 4 years means 4. Not every time. Be careful. All right. Later I'll show you some example. Not every time is 4 1. Okay. All right. So understand that the yellow line means 1 year. The second yellow line means the second year. The third yellow line means the third year. The fourth yellow line means the fourth year. The white arrow means what? The bank give me money 1 time a year. That's the meaning of compounded yearly. All right. Every 1 year, the bank give me money 1 time. The bank give me money 1 time. The bank give me money 1 time over 4 years. So N means the number of periods is 4 times. And what did the question say? The question did say that what? The rate is 6% per year. So in 1 year, this 1 year, 1 year, the bank give you 6%. Correct or not? All right. So in terms of the rate, right, it is 6%. The bank only give you 1 time at 6%. So now you can just put into your formula. Okay. What's the formula? A is equal to P. What is P? P is 8,000. Open bracket. 1 plus. What is your R? R is down here, 6 over 100. To the power of N. N is 4. And what you do? You press your calculator. Press exactly what you see. 8,000. Open bracket. 1 plus 6 over 100. Close bracket to the power of 4. Answer will be 10099.81568. Question never say whole number or nearest what. Always give to nearest cent. All right, that is the default rounding off for money. So it's $10,099.82. Then you declare to your teacher, this is to nearest cent. Can you see? What is the meaning of nearest cent? I say already, it's 2 decimal place. All right, so Susan, try to give to 2 decimal place, please. Okay? Okay, so this is one question. Next question, come, stay with me. Part B. All right, for those who haven't finished, right, can you please quickly take a picture? All right, I want to keep this still fresh in your mind. Going to 4B. So same thing. All right, John invested 10,580. This is the principal. He put in this money. 2% per year. That is the rate. Compounded annually. Very good. Nothing changes. Compounded annually means this yellow line is 1 year. Oh, 5 years. So 2 yellow line. 3rd year. 4th year. 5th year. Can you see now? All right, 5 years means 5 of these. Okay, and compounded annually means the white arrow. Compounded annually means the bank give you money one time. All right, the bank will give you the interest one time. The bank will give you the interest one time in 1 year. The bank will give you the interest in one time, and the bank will give you the interest one time in 1 year. So how many of them are there? There is 5 of it. N is 5. And the question says 2% per annum. 2% means the entire year. This yellow is 1 year. The entire year is 2%. All right, so your rate is 2%. All right, so this one, nothing changed. Later, part C, everything will change already. All right, chill. So down here, what you have, write out the formula first. A is equal to P, 1 plus R over 100 to the power of N. All right, they're looking for what? Find the compound interest, but wait. All right, I need to find the amount first before I can find the compound interest. What is P? P is 10,580. 1 plus, what is R? R is 2 over 100 to the power of N. N is 5. Press your calculator. Press exactly what you see. Jethro, your answer is 11,681.17. Yes, correct. However, that one is your final amount. Be careful, Jethro. Question is asking for the compound interest. So your answer is the final amount. You have to take this number to minus away your principal amount of 10,580. Remember what's your A? Your A is your final amount. But the question is looking for what? The question is not looking for final amount. The question is looking for the compound interest, the interest. So your answer is what? All right, you have to minus. So let me press my calculator. Press exactly what you see. 10,580, open bracket, 1 plus 2 over 100, close bracket, to the power of 5. And your answer will be 11,681.1749. This is what Jethro got. However, I say that this is not the final answer. Be careful. Why? Because this one is the final amount. A. I don't want the final amount. I want the interest only. How to find the interest? All right. Interest is equal to what? Interest is the extra. Extra is equal to the final amount minus away the what? Minus away the principal amount that you put it in. All right. And that's called the interest. Minus 10,580. And your answer will be 1101.174898. Question did say to the nearest cent. So nearest cent means 2dp. 1101.17 and declare nearest cent. This is your presentation. All right. So Jethro, hopefully you understand. Yes, Sherman, you got it right. Good job. Go, girl. Okay. So this is for 4B. Quickly, I want to continue with this because it's still fresh in your mind. I want to show you what is the different way the question can ask ready. Ready? Ready? Moving on to 4C. Okay, so what happened? Mark invested 820. This is the principal amount. 8% per year. This is the rate. Look here. What did they say? Compounded what? Half yearly. Half yearly means what? Oh no. All right, don't panic. This is 1 year. Yellow line is 1 year. Question say what? 3 years. 3 years means what? I need to draw 3 of this. Second year. And this is the what? Third year. Now I need to draw the arrow. Okay. What is the meaning of compounded half yearly? It means that every half year, which means 6 months, the bank will compound for you. All right, the bank will add on for you. Well, not bad, what? Means that in 1 year, the bank will add one time for you, 6 months. The bank will add another time for you. Can you see not? That's called half yearly. Half yearly means every 6 months. Every 6 months, the bank will give you extra money. Thank you, bank. So the yellow line means 1 year. So inside 1 year got 6 months. Inside 1 year got another 6 months. Inside 1 year got 6 months. Inside 1 year got another 6 months. So what is your N? N is equal to 6. Can you see it? All right. So N means the number of period, the number of times the bank will give you extra money. So good, earning free money, correct? This is called investing. All right. So if you know how to invest, for your young kids, right? If you have some pocket money, start by saving up first. All right. Don't say that every time your parents give you like pocket money, you spend everything. Don't do that. All right. Start to save a little bit. Then when you grow a little bit older and all this, you think that you want to do some little investment, look for something that is safe. All right. Speak to your parents, and I think they will assist you. Okay. So half yearly means what? Every 6 months. Jethro, you say answer is 1301.24. Nope. That is not correct. Sorry, Jethro. You can try again. Okay, so what's happening now here? Wait. There is what? There's this 8% per year, right? Look here. All right, for those who are listening, all right, there's this 8% per year. Per year means what? The entire year is what? The entire year is 8%. But the bank is giving you 2 times money in a year, right? The bank is giving you 2 times money in the bank. So every time they give you is 8%. Wow, so good. So every time they give you 8%, then they give you another 8%. Wow, thank you, bank. All right, this bank will close down very soon. Can you see not? So how? Your this 8% is for the entire year. If it is given 2 times, right, your rate, you need to adjust. 8%, because it's giving 2 times, right, you need to divide by 2. Can you see not? So the rate is 4%. It's not 8%. So every time they give you 4%. Every time they give you 4%. 1 year, they give you 2 times. The entire year is 8%. So if they give you 2 times, it's 4%, 4%. Fair or not? Fair. If not, right, 8%, 8%, I tell you, they will close down. All right. So every time it's a 4%. So you have to adjust accordingly. And now with this, you can put into your formula. All right. What's your formula? A is equal to P, 1 plus R over 100 to the power of N. A is equal to what? I don't know. P is 820. 1 plus rate. Rate is 4%. All right. It's not 8. N is what? N is 6, not 3. All right. So you have to be careful. Adjust accordingly. So 820 open bracket 1 plus 4 over 100. Oh no. 4 over 100. Close it to the power of 6. And your answer is 1037. 1037.56159. Nearest dollar, approximate sign, nearest dollar, $1038. That's your answer. Declare nearest dollar. Can you see this? All right, yes, classmate of Lance, you got it, 1038. Charmaine, the question wants the nearest dollar. No, I say one. Question say one. So you have to give it to the nearest dollar. Can, girl? Yes, good. All right, so it's 1037, and you present it as nearest dollar. I like your presentation, correct. All right. Hey, 1038. Hey, girl, 1038. The 5, right? The 5 down here. The 5, right, is 5 and above, so you have to round up. So the nearest dollar is 1038. Charmaine. All right, please change it. 1038. Can? Careful, please. Rounding off cannot make mistake. All right, so another question, part D. Ready? Okay, let's go. What is this question talking about? All right, same thing. He invests 3,560. This is the principal amount. Okay. But what happened? Oh, 4.5 per annum. This is the rate. Compounded what? Compounded what? Monthly. Monthly means what? Crazy. Monthly means every month the bank give you extra money. Oh, thank you, bank. All right. For how many years? Second year means 2 years. So the yellow line means 1 year. All right, let me draw a longer yellow line. This is 1 year. This is the second year. Clear? All right. Compounded monthly means every month the bank give you money. So the bank must give you how much money? 1 time 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 times. Second year, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 times. So your N will be what? 12 times 2, 24. That is the number of period. Be careful. You have to adjust accordingly. And once again, we are talking about the rate here. What's the rate? The rate is 4.5% per year. So the entire year, the entire year is 4.5%. Huh? You mean every month the bank give you 4.5? Wow. So 1 year will be how much? 4.5 times 12. Are you crazy? It's 54%. The bank give you 54% interest. The bank really closed down already. Right? No banks will dare to sign the contract with you. So must you do your rate? Your rate of 4.5%, you must distribute among the 12 months. All right? The 4.5% you have to distribute among the 12 months. So 4.5 divided by 12, that will give you a 0.375. 0.375%. You have to adjust accordingly. All right, and your answer is what? Is it? Answer is 3894.6. Yes, JJ, beautiful. 3894.6. JJ, you're right. Okay, so down here, same thing. Apply into your formula. Let's go. All right, they're looking for A. They're looking for A. A is equal to P, 1 plus R over 100 to the power of N. P is 3,560. 1 plus R. R is 0.375 over 100 to the power of N. N is what? N is 24. Press everything into your calculator from left to right. 3560, open bracket. 1 plus fraction key, 0.375 on top, below is 100. Close it, the bracket, to the power of 24. Answer will be 3,894.6048. Question 1 to the nearest cent means 2 dp. 3894.60. Answer. Nearest cent. Can you see? Yes, Charmaine, got it this time. Good job. All right, the classmate of Lance, Adrian, and Jared, can you please check? I think it's a bit wrong. 7,425 is too much. Can? So this type of question is something called compound interest. You have to adjust the what? Adjust the n, which represents the number of period. It's not the number of years. Be careful. All right, it's the number of period. And my advice to you: draw the yellow line. And when they say the word compounded monthly means what? Draw 12 of it. They say compounded half yearly means what? 6 months, 6 months. Can? Sometimes they will say compounded quarterly. Quarterly means what? Quarterly means every 3 months. So every 3 months you draw one white. Every 3 months, one white. Every 3 months, one white. And every 3 months, one white. So 1 year, they give you 4 times. So sometimes they will say compounded quarterly means 1 year, 4 times. Your interest rate also must divide by 4. All right. The bank cannot give you so much interest. All right. You will close down. Okay. So that's your thinking process. Okay. Question 5 will be the last question. All right. But question 5, I think it's quite easy. All right, it's talking about the profit and loss. Can I get you to do the homework for question 5A, B, C, and D? All right, question 5A, B, C, and D. All right, I'll give you the answer, don't worry. All right, so that at least you try. Once you try, you get the answer, you feel, yes, I got it. It's a good feeling. All right, so some of you are lost, I don't know whether correct or not. Then your motivation, right, your motivation level will start to drop. All right, I don't want that to happen to you. That's the reason why I give you the answer. All right, so 5A answer is $19.20. 5B, the answer is 3,006. If my answer is wrong, right, you can let me know. Maybe it's wrong. All right, 5C, the answer is 1375. Can you please write down the answers? And 5D, the answer is 408. All right, I think they are all correct. I think so lah. I think so. All right, so these are your four questions as your homework. Question 5D, answer is 408. Question 5C, 1375. Question 5B, 3006. Question 5A, $19.20. Try. All right, profit and loss is not that difficult. So you can try and you see whether you can get it or not. It's a percentage. It's like what you learn in primary 5. Celestian, question 4D, this is for you. Question 4D. All right, later I'll give you the answer for question 5A, B, C, D again. Don't worry. All right. So actually, right, we are talking about, I think all this practical math is important. Sometimes, right, the school teacher will teach you in Sec 1. Sometimes the school teacher will teach you in Sec 2. All right. So it depends. And sometimes your school teacher teach you in Sec 3. Can you see now? So now I teach. All right. Just teach. And at least you gain the extra knowledge. All right. So that when sometimes they ask you, hey, I know how to handle. All right. I know it's compound interest. No problem. I know it's simple interest. Hey, Celestine, can I move on to question 5A for your answer? Can? Okay, can Okay, so 5A, the answer is $19.20. You want to write it down? All right. 5B, your answer is 3006. 5C, your answer is 1375. And 5D, your answer is 408. Okay, I got a question. I think 5A answer may be wrong. Is it my answer wrong? 5A? Are you sure or not? They are looking for the profit, like, oi, Charmaine. They are looking for the profit only. I think it's correct. I think so. Finger crossed. You check for me, okay, Charmaine? You check for me. Okay, John, I want to answer your question. Teacher, how to do power of X in Casio FX85MS? Okay, one thing is I do not have Casio FX85MS. All right, I do not have that. But I guess, right, can you look for this symbol? John, look for this symbol in your calculator. All right, it's an arrow up, like that one. All right, so you have to use the arrow up. The arrow up means power. You try. Do you see that? John, look for this arrow up. Have or not? The arrow up is the power. All right, so I don't know whether do you have that in your calculator or not, John. So if you have, right, you want to write x to the power of 2. All right, or you want to, or you have that. Good, John, you have that. Okay, now you try for me. You press 5, arrow 2. You get a 25. Try 5, arrow 2. You get a 25. Yes, that means the arrow is your power. All right, so in future, right, you want, right, you can put everything in the bracket. Let's say a 5 plus 2 bracket. Close the bracket. Put an arrow. All right, put an arrow 2. So you should get a 49 for this. Can you see not? All right, so the power is actually your arrow. Hope that helps you lah, huh? Sharon, answer is correct, is it? $19.20. Okay, thank you. Thank you for checking my answer. All right, so down here, right, this question 5 A, B, C, D will be considered your homework. Can? Answer has been given to you. Try. It's not very difficult. Seriously, it's not very difficult. All right, and some of you are going to start school in the next 2 weeks. All right, I think there's some staggered timing. You're supposed to go to school for 1 week, home-based learning for another week, and so on. All right, so probably take, next week to chill a little bit. All right, but next week still got lesson. Next week still got lesson. All right, so it's only about 1 hour to 1.5 hours of lesson with me only. So it's not that strenuous, right? I think so. Okay, so down here, question 5, I leave it to you as a homework. Next week, I will go through. Don't worry. I will go through this as the first thing. Okay, John, you're welcome. Okay, so down here, for those who want to have extra practice for the Sec 1 math, you can actually log on to 88 Tuition, the package, and look for lesson 26 and 27. All right, so you got more practice on all these simple interest, compound interest thing. All right, and also Sec 2, if you want to practice on it, you can log into your 88 Tuition, the package. All right, for math, you can attend lesson 15 and 16. All right, so can you see now, whatever I teach down here is actually inside the package already. It's just that now you're looking at the real life me only. All right, whereby I can communicate with you, you can raise your hand, you can ask me question and all this. That's the slight difference only. Can, but everything is actually, all these resources are already available to you. So please use it can. Okay, the next lesson, we will do a little bit of this. And because the last lesson, somebody was asking me to do a bit of speed. All right, speed, ratio, and rate and all this. Okay, all right, I want to do into that also. All right, I've forgotten who asked me already. One of the students, I don't know, Gigi or is it? Sorry, I've forgotten already. All right, so I'll be doing that a little bit. So ratio, rate, speed, and also on this profit and loss thing. And maybe I want to bring in another thing called hired purchase. Okay, so that will be next week. So in the meantime, continue to work hard and stay cool. Right, don't anyhow run. Yes, Spider-Man, you asked one. Oh, okay. Spider-Man asked one. Can? Yeah, so I'm trying to do all these lessons so that, I mean, you want lessons that helps you, right? So obviously, I want to help you in a way that I'm doing your topics. You see not? So some of you feedback, I will try to incorporate as best as I can. Okay? All right, that's it for this lesson. Please stay safe, all right? And continue to be good and don't be naughty. All right, that's it for this lesson. Okay, be good, Okay, and you can go already. Bye-bye. Thank you very much. You enjoy the lesson. Hey, Charmaine, yep, I enjoy your company down here also. Thank you for coming. Jethro, no problem. All right, and the rest of you, yes, take care. Bye-bye.